All right, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day, a lovely night, wherever you're from. And real quick, before we get started, as always, I want to give a lovely shout out to the channel members on this channel. So thank you so much to these lovely commanders here that you see on screen. Thank you guys so much for your guys' constant generosity and your support to me as always. It really means a lot to me, so thank you guys so much. If you guys are actually interested in becoming a lovely commander yourself, if you are interested in any of these cute and lovely emotes, the loyalty crown badges, if you want a special role in the Discord, make sure to join the Discord. But as always, if you choose to do so, thank you so much. Just remember that's not the only way that you can support me. Just watching the content like you are right now is truly the best way. Liking, subscribing, and commenting, everything really does help. So thank you guys so much. And for today's video, I did get some early rest because I figured that they were going to upload something soon, and I was right. It looks like we got the patch notes for this update. We got some interesting things to talk about in regards to this. So let's actually just get started, and let's actually just put it on screen right here. And I know it's going to be a little bright. I'm sorry for that, but that's just how it is. Update on February 20th. Commanders, the game servers will be offline for maintenance and update on February 20th. During this time, you will not be able to log into the game. And this update is actually different. This is going to be at a different time. And if you are in the States, I believe this is going to be a morning update, by the way. So just be aware of that. This is going to be different than the normal nighttime maintenances, especially if you're stateside. If you are not stateside, make sure you look at the time zones and then just make sure that you know what time it's going to happen so you're aware. Major updates, new characters, SSR Asuka Viley. Also, thank you to whoever told me that it's more of like a V pronunciation. Thank you for that. SSR Asuka Viley, the pilot of Evangelion Unit 2, improved joins the limited time recruitment. She accumulates anti-AT field to enhance the offensive capabilities of her allies and herself. When she casts her burst skill and attack, she accumulates anti-AT field and deals significant damage afterwards based on the stack count. So it's another Nikke with more stacks, just similar to how Mast is right now. However, one thing that I wanted to note that is just kind of interesting is that I feel like a lot of times right now, what they've been doing is instead of trying to worry about like how the kit looks and the numbers or something like that, they just kind of like give the Nikkes just more self buff so they can just be really powerful. So it's interesting. We'll have to see how it looks obviously when we get the full kit reveal, because this is just a little bit of a teaser. She's an attacker with an MG and she is code wind and she's abnormal. That might be a big hint towards what the solo rate is going to be, so it might be wind. She is the first banner that we're going to get right away alongside her rerun, so do not forget about that. It is going to be a 4%, 2%, even though it's, a limited time. 1% are going to be slated for the overspec and the pilgrim, so you don't really need to worry about it that much, just unless you get shafted. Be careful with that. With the usual collab treatment that they are not going to be added to the standard recruitment after, so be aware. The next character on the roster we are getting is SSR Ray, tentative name. The pilot of Evangelion Mark 9 joins the limited time recruitment. Ray, tentative name, strengthens her allies who uses MG and helps accumulate anti-AT field. Her burst skill enhances and improves her own attack capabilities. What a specific little kit info for a teaser. Strengthens her allies who uses MG, that's Asuka, and helps accumulate anti-AT field for Asuka. So they are going to go hand in hand, which makes sense. Okay. She's an attacker with an AR, code wind as well. The usual 4%, 2% that we're seeing here. And then we are getting SR Sakura, medical officer and a second lieutenant of Viley. The organization led by Masato joins the battlefield. Sakura is a supporter who protects her allies by reinforcing their defense capabilities and assisting them by weakening the enemies. Her burst skill continuously heals allies with low HP and increases the squad's survivability. She is a supporter with a pistol, but it's just going to be an SMG and it's going to be code water and it's abnormal, obviously. Now you are actually going to be able to get Sakura for free from just playing through the event. Don't forget though that with Masato from the last collab, she was the free SR. You will be able to get her through the event shop, so you don't really have to worry that much. Just be aware of that. And also remember, we are getting a complete rerun of the collab, including all of the banners. At the end of the first maintenance, you're going to actually be able to get the first 2 Asukas that came out, the OG and then also the new one for the new part of the collab. They're all going to be 4%, 2%. And then the following week, you are going to be able to pull for both Rays and Mari as well. Once all the characters come out, I'm probably going to do a priority video on who you should pull for based on the meta. Obviously, if there's a waifu that you're going for, that's going to be kind of out of the picture. So just go for what you want. I think I'm going to just do a meta priority. As usual, you're going to be able to test the characters through all of the Union Raid shooting range, which is nice. Costumes is interesting because we are getting a new gacha costume for Helm, post-shower moment. the warmth that remains after a shower. Helm post-shower moment can now be obtained from the costume gacha with full voiceover, first skill animation, standing pose, and special SD model. And it looks insane. It looks really good. Based on the preview alone and seeing that background image for the burst animation, it looks really good. I'm excited for it. But this is where it starts becoming a mess because obviously we all have the special costumes for Asuka, Violet, Ocean's Lament. Then we have the special costume for Rei, Tentative Name, Soul Connect, special costume Mari, Mystery Muse. They are all going to be event passes for this collab. And I mean, they all look nice, but at the same time, they're all dresses as well. But I mean, if you think they look great, then go for them. I think they look better than some of the outfits that we got previously when it came to the event passes for the first wave of the collab. We are also getting more free outfits as well, it looks like, because it says right here, Rei, Tentative Name, Miss Lookalike from Village 3, a girl who strives to learn everything in mankind's little paradise. All you need to do is just get the character and then you get the outfit for free. Special costume for Asuka Violet, Final Battle Asuka, the new plug suit featured in Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time. Once again, you get it for free as long as you get the character. And if you already own the character for Mari, because remember it is going to be reran, you are getting a new plug suit for her, which is cool. And we're getting a new outfit for Biscuit for the next mission pass for March, which is nice. Spring Puppy. I wonder if we're going to be getting another event and then she's going to be in it to showcase it. That would be really nice. Overflowing with the warmth and energy of spring. That sounds cute because I think we're going to be able to check it in-game after this update, which is going to be nice to see. Alongside those reruns, we are seeing all of the costumes being reran that we saw previously, including the free ones that you get for acquiring the old characters, the event passes for them, as well as Asuka's plug suit gacha skin. So there's going to be an insane amount of passes. There's going to be a lot of cosmetics and a lot of whale stuff, and I think there's going to be 2 gacha skins running again. There's going to be Asuka's as well as the new one for Helm. So be aware that if you are going into this whaling, especially if you missed it the first time around, it's going to be rough. Just be aware. New events, second quest. A massive entity emitting powerful D-wave length surfaces, instantly painting the waters red. As the Vanguard unit dispatches by the Ark is attacked, the Admirer comes to a stop on the Red Sea. With the D-Wave emerging on the sea, it makes sense why Helm's unit was dispatched because that's what the Admirer is for, so it's actually perfect. They must find a way to investigate the Phantom-like giant before reinforcements arrive. Enter the second quest event map and participate in various events to get SR Sakura. Explore the map to get freebies. That's pretty cool. You can get SR Masato in the event shop. This is a 2-part story, so it's not going to be 3 parts like the first one. So it's going to be a 3-week event, not 4 weeks, thankfully. The usual challenge stages, coordinated operation that we're going to be seeing 3 times, which is going to be fun. We're getting the Ava minigame where you can also get a pretty interesting wallpaper. A 14-day login event, so that's always nice. We're getting the rerun of the first event story. We're changing our title for the collab as well. Full burst day weekends, which I always feel like should just be permanent for the weekends just to try to incentivize it. We're also getting our solo raid, union raid. We're getting the new chapters 35 and 36 that we talked about before. Alongside are the lost sectors and another new cube. We're getting some whale increases for outpost defense and then tribe towers. Interesting that they didn't decide to add skill resets, unfortunately. If you missed the first collab or you're new, this is going to be a rough one, especially for just units you just want to test with. That's one thing that's frustrating is that we're getting so many characters, especially if you missed the, the reran characters. You're going to be in it for a while, especially when it comes to maintenance materials, because materials in this game are a huge problem and a bottleneck, especially for, gear fodder, skill mats. Skill resets has been a long time since we've gotten them just to at least mess with Nikke's or decide which ones we want to reset to get our material back. I feel like this was a huge missed opportunity to at least bring them back to try to incentivize going for some other characters. It is what it is, unfortunately, but that is a lot of what I covered today. That was actually a lot. I wonder how insane the game's going to look, seeing all these passes and seeing all of the banners come up. I feel like it might be overwhelming, so we'll have to find out. Definitely excited for that Helm outfit. It looks so good, dude. Like, Helm enjoyers are eating good this go around, which I love, I appreciate. Especially with her really good treasure. I just got to phase 3 and it's a beast. Elysian Tower is going by smooth now, especially with the new maid duo. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are on it. I know a lot of people are just either going to be saving or just kind of chilling, but I've seen a lot of people also excited for it, which I'm glad for. I'll be covering everything obviously either way, but let me know what your guys' thoughts are. That is going to be it for me, so I hope you guys have a lovely day, a lovely night wherever you're from, and as always, Thank you so much for the constant support. Take care and have a good one.